Welcome to Bain.com's free trainer stats and past performances. This video is on the running lines. Here we'll take a look at Delaware Race 8, a 6 furlong claiming event on the dirt. And you can see that I never have more than 4 past performance running lines in my past performances. And the reason is I track the first, second, third, and fourth race after a layoff, claim, debut, and one last race. So that's a 4-race form cycle, and that's what is reflected in the 4 races. That way it keeps in context the 4-race form cycle's effect. Now when you look at this, what you want to see is on race 1 here is actually the 2-horse. He comes out of post position 1. You have post position percentages on how they win, place, and show. Going down, the 2-horse, he's at 12-1. But you can see how I do the past performances. I start with the date, the track, the surface, the distance, the odds, the class, the purse, then the jockeys, the weight, then comes the times. Times for the first quarter, the second quarter, as well as the third quarter plus, and then the finishing time for that actual distance. So what I don't have is a block of past performances. I put the actual time in. It's a complicated process, but it is not. It is only a refined time. In other words, it's a raw time. I don't add anything in. I don't take anything out. I work with only the times of the horse, and I've never wanted to know how many lengths ahead the horse was. I've always wanted to know what are the actual times these horses are running. I wanted to know by quarter, particularly if you look at like a 6 furlong event. If you go down to the 1 horse here, Sapphire County, and you look at her past performance lines, what you'll find is that you'll see that as they go through each quarter is being run a little bit slower than the first quarter, than the preceding quarter. So what I look for in times is absolutely nothing. I don't care what they run. All I want to know really is the trainer stats. That's what I bet everything on. But I do occasionally like to look at how fast the time is for the last quarter, especially 6 furlong events, which probably 6 out of 9 races are at that distance. So let's take a look at on the 16th of May at Presque Isle Downs. And you can see his first quarter, she ran in 22:61. The second quarter, and she was 6th. She was doing pretty good even though she was 6th. I mean, that's a pretty good time. Second quarter, she ran in 23:19. And then the third quarter of a 6 furlong event, she ran 24:87. And then the final time of a 110.60. These are very good times. Now, the only thing I pay attention to is the last quarter or the finishing times for any distance above or below 6 furlongs. Anything under 25 seconds flat on the last quarter is very good, and that's the only thing I look for in the past performance running lines. As far as everything else, it's interesting. You need it to look at. But what I find most interesting are the trainer stats. So that concludes the running lines. Keep in mind you'll only see 4 races because of the 4-race form cycle. Click on to the next video, the final video, and we'll talk about that 4-race form cycle.